Well, it's about 10 o'clock in the morning. Just left the spot that I was working with the contractor over the last 7 weeks or so. And just thought I'd give a little bit of an update. I haven't been able to share a whole lot lately, just been really busy. Sunlight is back, so we almost have 24 hours of sunlight now. It doesn't even really get dark, it just gets dim. And that's been good because I've been able to work on some stuff around our property and then also work on the airplane project. So right now what I'm doing is I am stripping down the old paint on the ailerons and the flaps. So those are my control surfaces on the wing. The flaps enable me to have a slower approach speed and more lift, but that also means more drag. That doesn't really matter for what you guys need to know. But I am taking the old paint off of that using lacquer thinner, so that strips up the paint, and then priming those and getting those ready to fly again. Our road is really muddy right now, which means that I am not currently able to get the fuselage, the body of the airplane, up our hill without getting mud splattered all over it, and I need to do that to be able to finish the fabric on the fuselage. So I'm thinking that that's going to happen sometime in June. Addie and I are going to be stateside we're going to be in Pennsylvania for a little bit, and then we're going to come back, and right after we come back is when I'd like to get that airplane over into town where I can work in a garage. And the reason I'm doing that is with the baby coming in July, I'm trying to finish out what was my shop and make it into a utility room space, so that we have something to, wash clothes, get showers. It just makes life a little bit easier. It'd be a pantry, and just a good workspace for Addie. So that's kind of what's going on there. Need to get that airplane out of there so I can finish that for Addie. The way that my nights have been looking, normally I get done with work and pick Addie up from wherever she's at, if she's at home or if she's at a friend's place. And then about 6:30 we'll get something to eat, and then I'll hop into either working on the house, leading a Bible study, or working on the airplane. And I'll do that until it's normally been about 11 o'clock at night. With the sunlight being back as much as it is, I will probably be doing that until 1 o'clock in the morning when we get back. Just that way I can keep everything moving. Yes, I do get tired. It's hard to get up in the morning, but once I get up, it's able to get going after it, and works out. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on right now. Addie is feeling the weight of the pregnancy, which means that stuff like bending over, putting socks on, getting dressed is kind of hard, which anybody that has had a wife that has gone through a pregnancy probably has experienced that too. So, and then there's still times where she gets sick. Just happens every once in a while. So that's kind of what's going on with the pregnancy. But we're expecting the baby in July, and super thankful for that. Let's see what else. My goal is to have the airplane ready to fly before winter, because I'd really like to get out to McGrath before winter. The issues that I see with the airplane there's two issues. Number one is the the ministry money has slowed down quite a bit. It hasn't been coming in quite as well, which means that I don't have as much money going towards parts for that airplane. So that being the case, that slows the whole project down. I have a couple of really big investments on that airplane, and one is avionics and one is a propeller. So the propeller is going to be right around $5,000 unless I can find the number that it needs. So like there's a part number on these propellers and I need it to be a specific part number. So that's one. That's about $5,000, and then the avionics install that I want to do is about $10,000. So that's about $15,000 right there, and that's my biggest expense. So I think that's about it. Well, there's that, and then also getting the airplane certified. The airplane has been owned by multiple people since it was registered last, and that being the case, I don't have the paper trail for all the way back to the last person that registered it. So that makes it a little bit challenging to get it certified and registered again. But we're going to try to do that. And if not, I'm going to try to, because I've put as much time and work into it as I have, I'm going to see if I can get it certified as a experimental airplane or amateur built. Basically what that means is, in the long run, it would be less expensive for me, but it wouldn't have quite the resale value. So that's basically what that means. I can basically use it the same way. If I wanted to, I would not be able to use it to make money, but I didn't want to anyway. So, because I don't really see ministry as commercial use. So, anyway, so that's what's going on. Be praying about those things, and appreciate you guys.